Jai Shri Gurudev. Good morning to everyone, students. Welcome to chemistry class. In this class, we are going to study the new chapter thermodynamics. So here, the chapter thermodynamics itself having two words. One is thermo and one more is dynamics. So thermo means heat and dynamics means system. Okay, thermo means what? Heat, and dynamics means system. When we are applying heat on system, what are the processes will be happens inside the system or out of the system? To study that concepts we called as thermodynamics. Okay, so thermodynamics is a branch of science that deals with the study of exchange of heat between system and surrounding is called as thermodynamics. The basic definition of thermodynamics is it is a branch of science in which deals study about exchange of heat energy between system and surrounding is called as thermodynamics. It is the basic definition of thermodynamics. Here we are studying about the exchange of heat energy between system and surrounding. So by this definition we have to learn two words, that is system and surrounding. What is mean by system and what is mean by surrounding? Now let's take the first word, system. Okay, system is a specified part in the universe under its observation. So its definition is it is a specified part in the universe under its observation. It means it is a part of the system, it is a part in the universe. We can observe what are the processes will be happens inside that or out of the system, that we call as system. For example, system, let's take a cup of tea or beaker containing water. All these are what? System. Okay, so whatever the matter we are seen by the naked eyes or whatever the substance that having mass and weight is all considered as what? A system. Okay, or let's take a chalk piece or a pen or a bench, a desk, iron, anything, whatever it is that having weight and occupies space, we called as what? Matter. And all matters are best example for system. So here we are taking a cup of tea, beaker containing water, or a beaker containing benzene, beaker having benzene. All these are best example for what? System. Now let's take surrounding. Surrounding is the rest of the universe other than the system is called as surrounding. Surrounding is nothing but rest of the system other than surrounding. Other than the surrounding is called as other than the system is called as surrounding. Other than the system, rest of the system other than the surrounding is called surrounding. Then surrounding is the rest of the universe other than the system is called surrounding. It means system ಅನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಿಕ್ಕ ಏನಿದೆಯೋ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಸರೌಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, that is the rest of the universe other than the system is called as surrounding. Now for example, let's take a beaker containing water is the system. So here observe, this is the beaker that having inside water. Okay, this is considered as system. Around that what are the space is present, all this is called as what? Surrounding. This is the system. Around that system there is a space, right? That space we called as what? Surrounding. Between system and surrounding there is an imaginary line that we called as a boundary. Okay, the next one. Now observe here, this is the system and this is the surrounding. Between system and surrounding an imaginary line is called as what? Boundary. It means it is an imagined line that separates the system and surrounding. Here the surface of the beaker, the surface is there, right, for beaker. The surface of the beaker is separates system and surrounding, right, that we call as what? Boundary. ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಬೀಕರ್ನ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಈ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಇದ್ರೊಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋ ಮ್ಯಾಟರು ಮತ್ತು ಸರ್ಫೇಸನ್ನು ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಬೌಂಡರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಬೌಂಡರಿ ಈಸ್ ಅನ್ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಲೈನ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆನ್ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನರಿ ಲೈನ್ that separates both system and surrounding. Okay, this is the definition of what? Boundary. All these are some basic words that we should learn to understand the chapter thermodynamics. Okay, so after learning the simple basic definition about system, surrounding and boundary along with the example, we are going to know the types of the system. So basically there are three types of system. Now the first one is open system. So here open system is nothing but a system in which there is exchange of both heat and matter with surrounding is called as open system. Okay, open system is nothing but a system in which there is exchange of both heat and matter with surrounding from system is called as open system. For example, observe here we are taking a beaker containing water. So here let's take this is an hot water. When we are keeping the hot water in a beaker in surrounding, after few minutes some quantity of water is get lost into its vapors, right? Its vapors, and also it loses its heat, means temperature of water is decreases. In such kind of systems we call as what? Open system. So in open system both heat and matter is exchanges with surrounding. Similarly then second one, closed system. Closed system. So closed system is nothing but it is a type of system in which only exchange of heat but not matter with surrounding is called as what? Closed system. For example, take system, this is the open system, we are taking beaker containing water, right? So closed system is only exchange of heat but not matter is called as closed system. Now this open system is closed with a plate. Okay, now it is closed one. In this system only heat is exchanges with surrounding but not matter. For example, you take a cup of tea, that is a hot coffee or tea. On closing the beaker it exchanges only heat with surrounding but matter is not. We can observe this is in hard box or we are also observed by closing the cup of coffee with your hand or plate. There some of the water vapors will be condensed on bottom of your hand or plate. It means the matter is not evaporated, just heat is loses from the system to surrounding. Okay, then third one, isolated system. So isolated system is nothing but it is a thermally insulated system in which there is no exchange of both heat and matter. There is no exchange of both heat and matter is called isolated system. So now observe, this is the closed system, right? Now it is isolated, thermally insulated. This is the way to representation of thermally insulated. Now observe here high thermally insulated this one. Okay, in for example we are taking thermoplask or a hot box, all these are the best example for what isolated system, means thermally insulated flask, that is called thermoplask. So on thermally insulating this flask, there is no exchange of both heat and matter. It will be maintain the heat few minutes or few hours constant, that we called as isolated system. So remember, a system in which there is no exchange of both heat and matter is called isolated system. If exchanges both, we call as open system. If exchanges only heat and not matter, we call as closed system. These are the three different types of systems. Then the next basic word is standard state of system. Standard state of system. So standard state of system is nothing but a system which is placed in the standard temperature of 298 Kelvin and pressure of 101.3 kilopascal is known as a standard state of system. Okay, so standard system state of system is nothing but a system or any system which is placed under standard state, under standard state of 298 Kelvin temperature and 101.3 kilopascal, that is 10 power 5 pascals pressure, is called as standard state of system. If any system we are carried chemical reaction or anything under this condition, that is said to be standard state of system. Okay, this is the standard condition of temperature and pressure. Now after knowing the standard state of system, the next one is process. Next basic terminology is the process. Here process is defined as it is a phenomenon by which a system changes from one equilibrium state to another equilibrium state is called process. Okay, this process is a phenomenon. It is a phenomenon in which system changes from one equilibrium state to another, one equilibrium state to another is called as process. So process is nothing but it is a phenomenon. Just we can observe the process that we call as phenomenon. So process is a phenomenon in which system changes from one equilibrium state to another equilibrium state is called as a process. Now take types of process. Types of process. Okay, so listen students, here process is nothing but just a phenomenon in which system changes from one equilibrium state to another equilibrium state. For example, take a beaker containing water. Let's take a beaker containing water. This water is liquid, right? Now which is on cooling, this water will be changes into what? Ice, right? This water liquid, that is a water solid. This water liquid, H2O liquid, we call as what? Water, which is on cooling H2O solid, that we call as what? Ice. Okay, here water liquid and water solid, ice. Here at any particular temperature or at one of the temperature, the both water solid and water liquid attains equilibrium, that we called as a process. This process is known as it is a phenomenon in which system changes from one equilibrium state to another equilibrium state, that is liquid to solid and solid to liquid. This will be attains equal at certain stage. Now we are learning the types of process. After knowing the definition of process, we are going to learn different types of process. There are different types of process. One is a isothermal process. Here isothermal process means, so observe, iso means what? Same. Thermal means temperature. Then you know process is a phenomenon. Here isothermal process is nothing but a process in which temperature remains constant. Okay, a process in which temperature remains constant is called as what? Isothermal process. Now for example, here temperature remains constant, so that if you take closed system, there heat is only exchanges but temperature remains constant. Okay, in closed system. Now here in this process, temperature is equal to constant, and mathematically we are represented the temperature T is constant, so differentiation of temperature is equal to 0. So remember, differentiation is nothing but a small part of the temperature. When we are taking temperature is 1 Kelvin, then it's divided into n times, that we called as dt. Its differentiation is 0. So it means the constant differentiation is always 0. That you learn in mathematics while studying the differentiation. Then take next one, adiabatic process. So here adiabatic is nothing but heat. So isothermal means temperature, that is T, and adiabatic means heat, that is taken as Q. So now I hope that you can understand what is meant by adiabatic process. So adiabatic process is nothing but the process in which heat remains constant. So here a process in which heat remains constant. Or constant heat process we call as what? Adiabatic process. Now for example, mathematically it can be represented as Q is constant, that is heat is constant, then differentiation of Q is equal to what? 0. Then similarly third process, that is isobaric process. So isobaric means pressure. So you know bar is an unit to measure what? Pressure. And you know iso means what? Same. And this bar is unit to measure pressure. So isobaric means a process in which pressure remains constant. So pressure remains constant. So for example, if you take a pressure cooker where the pressure is remains constant at certain stage, right? Later that no increasing or decreasing the pressure, even though their temperature will changes and volume also remains constant. Such kind of process we called as isobaric process, that is pressure remains constant. Mathematically it can be represented P is equal to constant, then differentiation of pressure is equal to what? 0. Then fourth one, isochoric process. So isochoric means volume. So now a process in which volume remains constant. Volume remains constant. Such kind of process we called as what? Isochoric process. Now here volume remains constant, that is V is equal to constant, then differential of V is equal to 0. So here the best example is you take pressure cooker, their volume remains constant, there is no expansion. If you take balloon, by compressing it will be changes its volume. When volume changes, pressure will be changes. And you know the pressure and volume is both are inversely proportional, that you learn by gas laws. Then after that they take next one, reversible process. So reversible process is nothing but it is in a process in which the process can be reversed at any instant. Okay, so here the word itself says that reversible process. Reversible process is nothing but the process can be reversed at any instant, is called a reversible process. For example, exchange of heat between hot body to cold body. Let's take there is a hot body and here there is cold body. Now basically the heat is transformed from hot body to cold body, right? Until attaining equilibrium. Now let's assume the heat is transferred from hot body to cold body, later that it transfers back to cold to hot body. This process is continuous until both are attaining equilibrium. Such kind of process we call as what? Reversible process. Then last one, irreversible process. Irreversible process. So irreversible process is nothing but the process cannot be reversed at any instant. Okay, it is the process which cannot be reversed at any instant. At any instant. Okay, at any cost the process cannot be reversed into back, that we call as what? Irreversible process. For example, falling of water from top of the hills. ಬೆಟ್ಟದ ಮೇಲಿನಿಂದ ನೀರು ಹರಿತಾನೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಕೆಳಗಡೆಗೆ, ಆದರೆ ಕೆಳಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ಮೇಲೆಗೆ ಹರಿಯೋ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ಸೇ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಫ್ಲೋ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಡೌನ್ of the hills to top, we have to put some pressure or pump or electricity like that. That kind of process we call as what? Irreversible process. So after learning different types of process and phenomenon, then let's take the difference between isothermal process and adiabatic process. Difference between isothermal process and adiabatic process. So what is mean by isothermal? Temperature remains constant. So temperature constant process we call as what? Isothermal process. Here temperature is varies. Then in the adiabatic process heat remains constant, right? Adiabatic means heat remains constant. Heat remains constant. Then isothermal process means heat varies. Heat varies. Okay, when temperature constant, internal energy is also remains same. So internal energy remains same. So here internal energy varies. Internal energy varies. And in isothermal process it takes place in closed system. The isothermal process takes place in closed system, and adiabatic process takes place in isolated system. So why in isolated system? Because adiabatic means heat remains constant, right? In isolated system only heat remains constant, but in closed system temperature is constant, heat varies. So listen here, heat is nothing but a type of energy, but temperature is nothing but it is a scale to measure heat. Okay, that is the difference between temperature and heat. Now here one more difference is pressure and volume is constant in isothermal process, and in adiabatic process pressure, volume and gyroscopic ratio, that is PV power gamma, is equal to constant. Okay, this gamma is equal to Cp by Cv. Okay, this is the mathematical definition for gamma. Later you will learn what is mean by Cp and Cv. Just remember the difference between isothermal and adiabatic process.